Hey, fellow scholars, fellow titans. This is Professor Denham. This is a brief video, which is an introduction welcome video to our course HCOM 100 in the Department of Human Communication Studies at Cal State Fullerton. As you know, this is an online course, and essentially it's a fully asynchronous course. In other words, we don't have any required meetings. We don't have any set times for meetings. You're not going to have to go on Zoom to meet for class. Um, Essentially, what we'll be doing is I'll provide you with PowerPoint lectures and videos, and you watch them. We'll have assignments and that kind of thing. Um, so uh, make sure you're looking at Canvas. So our Canvas course is now available. And as you look through Canvas, you'll see all kinds of documents and resources. You'll see the course syllabus, the course schedule, and I'll be continuing to build and develop the Canvas course throughout the semester. So what you see now it's not fully complete. I'll be continuing to add things. You'll see assignments become populated throughout the semester as it corresponds with our course schedule. Um, I've been teaching at the college level for 15 years, and I've been at Cal State Fullerton on and off since I started at Cal State Fullerton in my master's program in 2005. I started teaching in 2006, and I've been here and been away from at other colleges over the years, but I'm back. I've been back now for a couple of years. Um, but yeah, that's what I do. I've taught all different types of courses in communication at multiple colleges. I got my master's degree at Cal State Fullerton, and then I got my PhD at LSU, Louisiana State University. Go Tigers! Any Tigers fans? So our course is HCOM 100. It's an intro to communication studies. So it's sort of a hybrid course because we're going to be talking about on the front end is um, the communication process. We're going to talk about relationships and nonverbal communication and verbal communication, the power of language, the power of words, and culture and group interaction and the dynamics of interpersonal relationships. So we'll talk about that sort of like on the first half of the semester, roughly the first half of the semester, and then we're going to transition to public speaking. So that's kind of what I mean by a hybrid course. It's half that, kind of roughly half that, and then the other component is public speaking. So it's not a fully public speaking class. You don't do as many speeches as you would in a public speaking class. HCOM 102 is our department's public speaking class. Um, and one of the things that I mentioned with students when I'm teaching a public speaking class is that my goal is to get you to become comfortable with the uncomfortability of public speaking. A lot of students go to a public speaking class and their goal is to completely eliminate their fear of public speaking. However, that's just not very realistic, because even if you get really good at public speaking and you learn all the tools and whatnot, you still experience that same sort of physiological phenomenon, which is stage fright, the butterflies in your stomach. When you're about to give a speech, you get the butterflies. I've even had students over the last year and a half that I've been mostly teaching online. I've had a lot of public speaking students say how they're like, "Hey, it's kind of weird how I still get nerves and I still get public speaking anxiety when it's just me and the camera." And part of it is it's just the whole nature of performance, right? You're getting public speaking is a performance based skill. It's a performance based class, so I'm not grading you on acting, but it's a performance, right? You're building stuff. You're using the course textbook to build something, right? You're building something, and then the actual speech is like your showcase, right? You're showcasing what you built. In that sense, it can create pressure and anxiety, and then of course you're getting graded, evaluated, and whatnot. So my goal is to sort of disentangle all those different nuances of public speaking, anxiety, and what it is and how to deal with it. So that's kind of what we focus on towards the second half of the semester. So with that said, um, it is a fully asynchronous course, but I will also be teaching on campus. I teach a campus, or I teach one course on campus. So in terms of my office hours, you'll see on the syllabus that my office hours are Mondays and Wednesdays from 12:30 to 2, and you'll see it says online email. So basically during that time frame from 12:30 to 2, I will be at my computer. I'll be checking my email, and when an email pops up, I'll like respond right away. Basically, that's what I mean by an online online office hour. My goal is to respond right away instead of like you emailing me and then not getting a response for a day or two. So that's one way that we can do office hour type things. If you have specific questions about the course, a question that cannot be answered from reading the textbook or reading the syllabus or reading the course schedule or going online, right? I'm happy to help you with those types of things. So you can do it that way. Email me, or if you're on campus, you're welcome to visit me in my office. It's yeah. Yeah, I gotta fix it. Anyways, my office is in College Park. It's College Park, 27510, and where that is, it's College Park is right across the street from the Mahalo School of Business. It's the building it's like the one building that's across the street from the main campus. It's right next to all the food shops, which and whatnot. So that's College Park. Many of you already know College Park, but yeah, College Park, second floor. And then when you get to the second floor, 275, I forget which way you turn, but it depends on which elevator you take. But 275 is a door at the very end of one of the hallways on the second floor. You can always ask someone if you can't find it. And then you'll see a sign that says HCOM or Human Communication Studies and COM or something like that. But 275 is the door. And when you open that door, you have a whole suite of offices. So there's all kinds of offices. There's like cubicle offices and then offices with doors and all that kind of stuff. So mine is 27510. When you walk into 275, you essentially like take your first right, and then my office is right there. So I'll be there on Mondays and Wednesdays from 12:30 to 2. If you'd rather visit me in person, rather than just email me, that's an option. And one thing I told my students, that are in person, is that when it comes to like the vaccine stuff, technically you're not supposed to, as many of you know, you should know, as a member of Cal State Fullerton, as a member of the CSU system, we're not allowed to be asking people if you've had the vaccine or what kind of vaccine you had, student to student, student to teacher, teacher to student. But I have told all my students that I'm fully vaccinated. I've been fully vaccinated as of earlier this month, and I'm doing fine, and I'm doing great. I'm in good health. But I just tell students that just to alleviate any sort of concerns that you might have. So that's that. Yeah. So I think that's about it for this video. So this is the first of several videos that you'll get from me. Essentially, what I've been doing the last year, and the feedback I got from my students is that they really like these videos that I make. Some videos are short, some are like just a few minutes long, some are longer, some are 10, 15, 20 minutes long. Just depends on what I'm making videos for. But my goal is to have a weekly video announcement where I'm letting you know what's going on for the week. As I mentioned to you already, this week you got the student profile and the Dr. Joseph TED Talk due. I don't know if I actually mentioned that earlier in this video because I just made another video for another course with the same assignments. But anyhow, you have two things due on Sunday, which is the student profile and the Dr. Joseph TED Talk. The student profile is really easy. Essentially, you'll see a Word document. You'll see that on our Canvas page. You'll see it under assignments. Student profile, it'll show the due date is August 29th. And I give you instructions on what to do. Essentially, you're just filling out the student profile. It's a blank document, or it's a template, and you just fill it out. And then you also will attach a picture, a photo. And I use the photos, that way I can, I look at the photos and I match them to your information. And that way I can match a face to a student versus just seeing a student's name and an ID number. I actually like to see what you look like. I've been doing this since I started teaching. I always like to be able to associate an actual human being with a face to the things that I'm just seeing online. So that's one assignment. That's very easy. It should not take you long. Do make sure that you're only using a Word document or a PDF document. So don't attach pages, files, or Google Docs or anything like that, because oftentimes, in my experience of doing this for several years, oftentimes there are issues and problems with that. And one of the circumstances or the outcomes might be that you don't submit the file correctly, or you submit the file but I can't open it, and then you get a 0 and because I can't open it and I didn't know what was going on, and then you don't realize this till several weeks later and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? And that's something I definitely want to avoid for both of our sakes. So make sure that you're just turning in a regular, good old-fashioned Word document or a PDF document. PDF is always sort of the safe way to go. In terms of the photo, you can take a photo, any kind of photo that you want to show me, that way I can see what you look like. You can take that photo and copy and paste it into the Word document, and then there it is, and then you can convert that to a PDF, or you can just attach the photo separately. Within Canvas, you can attach multiple files to the same assignment module, or at least that's how I'll set it up. Some professors set it up to where you can only attach one file within an assignment module, but the way I set it up is I allow you to attach multiple files within one assignment module. But if that doesn't make sense, don't worry. Just know that you're able to attach multiple files. If you have questions on Canvas, I would encourage you to either one, just explore Canvas, just see what happens. If you click on buttons, it's not like your computer's going to explode. But you can always just go on the internet and type. You could type in things like, how do I upload a file on Canvas? And then you'll see there's a huge, very comprehensive Canvas Q&A forum where there's all kinds of questions. There's all kinds of topics that you can look at within the Canvas forum of Q&A. It's sort of general, and there's really no excuse for you not to be able to find things. Between that, reaching out to me, contacting our IT department if you're having major issues, but it's pretty easy, pretty user-friendly. If you're already tech savvy and you're using the internet a lot, you've had online courses, then this should be a breeze. But some of you might be new to online courses, so it might not be a breeze, and that's okay. But I can help. The online forum stuff really helps. And then there's all kinds of videos too. If you type in, how do I do this on Canvas, chances are you'll see it in the Q&A forum, or you'll just see someone posted a YouTube video of how to do something specific, like how to do something on a discussion thread, or how to take an exam, or whatever the topic might be. So the other thing is the Dr. Joseph TED Talk. So the Dr. Joseph TED Talk is a TED Talk on self-confidence. The person speaking is he used to be an athletic director at a college, but he's talking about sports, but he's mostly talking about the whole concept of self-confidence. So what you want to do is watch that TED Talk. Within the assignment module, I make things pretty intuitive so you can just like click on the link, watch the video, and then I have a series of questions for you to answer, and then you get graded on, obviously, the degree to which you answer the questions correctly, competently, and so on and so forth. So as you're watching the video, I definitely recommend that you take notes. Take notes as you're watching the video. You'll see what I'm looking for. You'll see the questions in advance, so that way you know what to be looking for as you're watching it. So I recommend take notes by hand or just on your computer as you're watching it, and then that way when you actually go to answer the questions, it'll be a lot easier. So those two things are due this Sunday, Sunday night, midnight, 11:59 p.m., just before midnight. And that's about it for now. Like I said, stay tuned. I'll be continuing to update our Canvas page throughout the entire semester with documents, resources, and of course assignments and lectures and all that kind of stuff. I look forward to working with all of you, and I hope you're doing great. Hope you're enjoying a new semester at Cal State Fullerton. If you're new to college, welcome to college. If you're returning, welcome back. And that's about it. Talk to you later.